Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Judicials offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the first sack of the day. But I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
The Judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets the back moving. Quarterback will keep it. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. On the option. Now the pitch. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. He breaks a tackle. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback keeper. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs through the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught in the backfield. It's O'Neal. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll return it from around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's good. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. Shakes off the defender. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll try the run. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now on the move. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Judicials will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Ship. Brings into the open. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the move. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Lopez wants to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Ship. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be... They can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground.
Well, the big story in this game is ball security for this quarterback right now. That's already his 2nd fumble of the game, guys, and we're not even through the 1st quarter yet.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And the Judicials now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The option look. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. And down he goes back at the 3. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck. Here they come, and it's blocked. And after the huge special teams play, they'll take over just inside their 30-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time, they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Lopez to pass. Snagged out of the air. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the backfield. It's O'Neal. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Judicials line up to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Lopez wants to fire. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
PAT unit on the field. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
The Judicials decide to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Motion from the back. On the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lopez to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Gets the back moving. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, UNC! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Short gain on the play before he slides. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to get the corner. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Lopez wants to fire. It's complete to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Shipp. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Might be changing the route. A designed run for the quarterback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Shipp. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 25 to Oregon.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gonna run it. It's O'Neal. He's not gonna make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Judicials send out the punt unit. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Lopez to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
And the Judicials will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. And his first throw here is incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. This is a designed run. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. A run for the quarterback. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Lopez wants to fire. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Buys a little time. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. On the ground, it's made. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Punt is on its way. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. This quarterback part of their running game. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lopez to pass. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's good. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Diving for the score. He loses the football. Defense trying to take it back.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Give to the big fullback. Nice move to keep running. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Judicials are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Trying play action. A strike downfield. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the direct snap, it's Gauze. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Direct snap, it's Gauze. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Still looking. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Schwartz. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. They'll run the toss. Plows through the defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's made. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll send the back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Lopez to pass. He wants to go deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, UNC! And what Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 15 to Wisconsin. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Quarterback keeps it.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Lopez wants to fire. Dumps it off in the flats. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Goes to the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Motion from the back. Here comes the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it in the middle, it's Coates. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch near the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looks as if he's going to run it. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Quarterback will keep it. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Gauze. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Punt is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock in the stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tar Heels will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCF's offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
That's caught. It's Nixon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hughes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Knights are flying down the field. Going to the running game. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Gets the back moving. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wade. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Using his legs, it's Nixon. Runs through a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Nixon. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop at the 16. So North Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Lopez to pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Schiff. They're dealing with a second and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Lost a fire on second down. Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On the run, it's Nixon. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hood. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Wants to throw again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Makes his man miss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Grab behind the line. It's Burke. Looking for room at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Caught in the backfield. It's Hood. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers through the defender. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Caught near the sticks. It's Hood. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Lopez wants to fire. Caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He'll take it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. Using his feet. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That zone blitz causing some confusion up front, and they're able to pay it off with a sack.
Well, you never know who's coming in that zone blitz. Like, a lot of times you're dropping a defensive end or you're dropping a defensive tackle and bringing linebackers, and it's very abnormal. It's a good thing to mix in to confuse quarterbacks, and it worked there, and that's why the defense got the sack.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ship. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Keeps it going. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Jackson gonna throw it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Down Tar Heels.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And this 2nd half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating 1st half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Lopez to pass. Back open in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Wants to throw on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They boot it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Leaves it with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Knights in the hurry up. Jackson will throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Knights will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tony.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Creates a little room. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. On the run, it's Nixon. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Burke. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback now breaking the field. Inside the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He'll keep it himself. Fights off the defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The give to the back. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to BYU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, trying to obviously...
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, UCF!
If you're laser-focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Off the play fake. Under fire. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a third and long. Jackson will throw. Heaves it deep. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Sends it back in motion. Calls his own number. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll run play action. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Knights! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Lopez to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught behind the line. It's good. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the right side. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wade. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Wade. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got him. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Marshall. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man in the middle. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Now on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. On the move.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hood. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Motion from the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Jackson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wade. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Right on the money. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Burke. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.